Like a Bob Ross painting that begins as a blob of bullshit and then brushstroke by bucolic brushstroke transmutes into the Sistine Chapel of happy little trees, it can be easy to forget as we flit from beige bunker to beige box factory in our unerring pursuit of the penultimate pea shooter that there are in fact video game genres that do not involve the discharge of projectile weaponry. Unless of course you count my cock when I first learned that there would be a stealth game set in the anthropomorphic fantasy world of Redwall. From the Siege of Salamandastron to Rapstream Battle's valiant last stand at the fracas of Castle Floret, Brian Jacques' medieval masterwork, the Redwall series has enamored and engaged a generation, cultivating a ravenous readership in the process. And despite the squinty-eyed scribe's untimely passing in 2011, it's clear even at this early juncture that its legacy and import will survive and even thrive even in its creator's absence. More to the point, they enthralled a saucer-eyed little scamp from the fiery depths of Phoenix who lapped him up like Sasha Grey on a toilet seat. Ghost of a Tale is effectively the game I've wanted to play since the ripe age of 9. What was easy to predict is that I would find it appealing from a conceptual standpoint. What I could scarcely have imagined in my most depraved butt-sex-laden mescaline hallucinations is that I would be just as wrapped by the gameplay as I was by the foreplay. No mean feat considering its state as of this recording. It should be stipulated that this game, like Movie Bob at a titty bar, is early release. Yet within that context, the pre-alpha product is stupefyingly professional, which considering the development team effectively consists of one dude with a floppy drive and a Fur Affinity account is an accomplishment to rival the Parthenon, or that one time Linkara spoke above a whisper in the immediate vicinity of a female. The visuals, even in the preest of pre-alphas, are gobsmackingly beautiful, impeccably penned lore to rival even the most florid Star Fox fuck fiction, animations as smooth as a Chinaman's chest. It wasn't merely Bill Gates' yiffing fetish that led Microsoft to extend the offer to port the game to the Xbone. They did so because it looks and plays bad fucking ass, which isn't to say it couldn't play badass or rish. Better! Fuck you. Back off! For a game so flagrantly centered stealthward, the actual sneaking mechanics sure as fuck do occasionally bend toward the banal. When crouched within 9 blocks of an enemy, for example, a black diamond materializes above your hooded dome and promptly begins filling up with menses. Once visited by ant flow, the fallopian flood is unceasing up to and until the precise moment you come to a complete butt-fucking stop. Bitch, I'm playing as a mouse! A mouse! I'm quieter than the Triangle player in REO Speedwagon during contract negotiations, and moving with such blinding speed, I just got lapped by a fucking glacier, and you want me to believe the only way to decrease enemy awareness is to pause and be more stiff than Pat Patterson at a Boy Scout retreat? It's a shame, too, because every other element of the Sneakifying is sensational, from hiding places that also contain loot and double as save points, to dynamic lighting and shadow shrouding the player in Velvet Night, or lighting up your Miocene mug like MJ in a Pepsi commercial. It's early yet, but for all my omnipresent finger crossing, 2 years on, this glaring flaw has gone as yet unaddressed. So I'm making one final entreaty. CCG. Baby, my dainty digits are going blue here. Don't let Dishonored 2 throw you off. As a rule, we still like sneaking in our stealth games. Fortunately, even if the aforementioned flaw fucks the dog unimpeded, Ghost of a Tale doesn't hang its hood squarely on stealthiness. With lore-bespeckled tomes to thumb through, more than one fully delineated dialect, disguises, armor upgrades, food, and a full-blown fucking inventory, the game is damn near an outright RPG. Mirroring much of the bygone world-building of Elder Scrolls' former repute, with a tendency toward open-worldiness, the pre-release version hints at with the subtlety of a Gilbert Gottfried punchline.
And now looking at Howard's parents, I don't know exactly how he can say he's half Jewish. I mean, which exactly is the one that's not the Jew here?
And even with just one toe tipped in the proverbial role-playing pool, it's making some serious goddamn waves. Fuck, compared to half-cock horseshit like Mass Effect 3 or Deus Ex The Fall, it's a full-on fucking wave pool. Then there's the superlative style. Pixels can be rounded, shadows can be smooth, dithering can be... Fucking no one knows what dithering is. But if it's informed by an insipid art style, there's a word for that. Call of Duty, the brainchild of former DreamWorks and Universal vet Lionel Seth Galat, whose animation work you might recall from The Prince of Egypt, Road to El Dorado, and Shark... Look, everybody gets at least one fuck-up. Even Lemmy wore denim booty shorts like the belle of the butt-sex ball one time. Superb lighting and environmental detail aside, the secret of nim-humping aesthetics breathlessly court the player from one resplendent locale to the next, and before they can so much utter the words, well, this is kiddie bullshit, they're up to their Mountain Dew tit mounds and 7 shades, side quests and folklore, inexorably adrift in an ocean of immersion. That is, if the player can manage to avoid the most omnipresent pitfall in the game thus far. Not rat hordes or traps or poison fucking food, mood, but a far more maleficent, depraved specter to haunt your workaday lives. Whatever you do, no matter how safe you may appear in the moment, do not, for the love of Lemmy, ever permit yourself to be distracted by the diabetes-inducing, cock-smashing cuteness of the main protector. Oh, you're a cutie boy. Who's a cutie little mouthy in medieval dystopia? Now, given its nascent status, a cubic cockload of things could change before it long last yields to my clumsy advances. But as it stands, I want this game, and I want it hard in the butt with witnesses present. I'm RazörFist. God fucking speed!